Oh, yeah. Welcome back to Just Off the Plate. He's Armando. My name is Cody. We are live on a Tuesday, episode 72. We made it through the weekend. We hope you did too. Lots and lots of baseball games being played right now. Armando, what was your record this weekend?
Every game that I went to, we won.
He's batting 1,000. Well, I don't know about that, but you won every game you
Yeah,
went to.
that I went to. Now,
Okay. That doesn't necessarily mean your team won every game, just the ones you went to.
just the ones that I went to where, it worked out okay for me that, that I went to the right games. But that's the thing,
Yeah,
right?
you picked the right ones. Don't sell yourself short. You can say, hey, look, I won every game because I was super impactful.
Super impactful. They couldn't have won without me, right? So, but that's the thing, right? Like we've talked about this a bunch of times with multi-league players, like you have to make a choice. You're gonna have to make a choice of who you're gonna go with.
Yep.
And
Especially right now, because fall ball is in effect
yeah, man.
and leagues everywhere,
What's up,
games
Ronte?
everywhere.
Exactly. There's games everywhere. There's all kinds of stuff, man. I mean, and you got Friday night HBA, HHL, Saturday HBA with double headers. Fucking you got Obrera, going. And I'm sure Liga Metropolitana, International, they're in there. What's up, Pedro? What's up, Pete? We got Mr. Rhino, Mr. Slim Shady. Mr. Controversy.
Wonder why he's in here tonight.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
And not only, the
Surge.
double headers, we knew that each team was going to have to do a double header. There's going to be two double headers. Well, one double header, right, for one
Yeah.
team every Saturday. But no, because of the
And
rain,
that, yo,
three teams had double headers on Saturday.
isn't that crazy, man?
It is.
And what I want.
It's only crazy when when you're playing quality teams. But if you're the Thunder, you get off easy. Should I say that comment? I don't know if there's
well,
any Thunder here yet.
here's what I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna offend somebody, right? You're gonna offend the team that they play, or you're gonna offend the Thunder. Either way. What's up, Carlos? There it is. There it is.
There it is. Easy double header.
Easy double head. Hey, he's the show shows here. Yes, Mr. Mr. Los, the man of controversy, the man of controversy. Um, but I'll say this is that I wanted to do the stats, and I don't know if you know this, Corey, if anybody knows out there, but so far of all the teams in HBA Saturday that played double headers, has anybody successfully won both games? Would that be Thunder? That would be Thunder, right?
Uh-huh.
For sure.
I believe the Cyclones have.
Well, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. Well, at least we know somebody's won both games.
Yep.
What's up, Migo?
But this past weekend, two teams lost the second game. Us and the Rangers. So that goes to show you, right?
Yeah.
And maybe you do get tired.
What's up, Pete? Yeah. No, yeah, you and I there is a factor. There is a factor, right? If you don't have the depth in pitching and the depth in your squad, yes, you're gonna get tired.
Mhm.
And we'll get into you. I think I kind of told you a little bit about the 13th inning Loretta game that I went to this Sunday. So
Yes.
and I was a long one. And supposedly the next game after that was 13 innings too.
Wow.
Yeah.
And no California rule.
No.
Not gonna
No.
play it that way.
No. Heck no, man.
Mm-mm.
Now that's what's weird.
This
No
is
California
traditional
rule,
ball.
but it ended in a tie. So it's un-American, I think.
Hmm.
Sergio's famous quote on the video, he says it's like kissing your sister.
I wouldn't know.
I don't know, but I thought it was a funny analogy.
No, it is. Yeah, it is. I just have no sisters, so.
Oh, I got you. Oh man, but
It's like, why did you go? Why did you play today? Right?
it really is.
You go 4 for 4. Doesn't matter. You tied.
He tied. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, here's here's what was fucked up me personally on that game, the Red game that we'll get into later, is
It was.
I did a little bit of curb rash on my rims, got me fucking pissed, right? Then then we broke my phone, and the bat right after that they said, hey, let's call the game, and then the tie, and I was late to my Astros game. So Carlos, can you give me
And they
some?
lost.
And they lost. No, they won.
Oh, they did win.
Angels
They
lost.
won.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eh,
okay. I thought your team lost. Pardon me.
so you know,
Because I'm confused.
I
I
love
know
all
you live here.
I love all
You're from
baseball. I
California.
love all baseball.
I thought you were an Angels fan. I
Well,
don't
no, no,
know.
no. See, I got a LA Dodgers, LA
Okay.
Dodgers. So,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I'm a fan of all teams, right? I'm a fan of athletes. So I'm thinking, gonna watch Trout and Otani. That's what I'm thinking, right?
Okay.
Besides all the All Stars on the Astros, I'm thinking I'm gonna watch two more All Stars, right? You know, only watched one, Otani, and he was only one at bat.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
So did you follow the Angels when they were in Anaheim, or because they are now in L.A., your ears perk up a little more?
so no, so what it is that in California, it's like okay, when you're in Texas, the Dodgers are the Cowboys
Mm,
and the Angels are the Texans.
I see.
You're just kind of like, wow,
That's a good analogy.
yeah. So we say we got
But bottom line, casualties. You experienced some casualties
terrible, man. And I'm gonna tell you,
for nothing, for
for
kissing your damn sister.
exactly, man. I sacrificed for the views,
Yeah.
man. And there was a lot of people watching that game because it was a good game. It was Hot Shots versus JS Texas, which
Yep.
we played the JS Texas
Well,
Saturday.
some of us did. You
Yeah,
did not.
no. But I was there spiritually.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
you won at second.
No, yeah, I know. I should have been, right? What's up? We got Bo. We got Serge here. I've been watching Ted Lasso. He said that's what he said about ties. Oh, okay, that's what he said about ties. I agree. We got Jose in the house. Fast forward to 6:32. He here for Thunder HHL news. This motherfucker right here. Ron said, "You just want drama. We're gonna get into the drama. Don't you just don't. You guys don't worry about the drama. I had a feeling Cody's not a social media guy, so I had to fill him in, and now he's up to date on what's going on. But you guys will, I'm sure, add some more details to the story.
What kind of show would this be if we just jumped right into it,
I
right?
know, man. You can't. I gotta entice you guys. Oh,
Like
and
when
hey,
you watch the news, do they give you the top story right
hell
when they
no,
start?
hell no. They tell you, hey, you might die. Stay tuned to 10.
Right, right. We shall not be different.
Yeah, exactly. So we should
Or
not.
maybe we do, and they're used to that. So
Right, right. We got Todd in the house. Um, but it was a good weekend for baseball.
it
Right?
was.
No rainouts. It was good weather. I think it wasn't too hot. It was, I think you had a little breeze on some of those days. So, I think for most of us, I think it was a good
And a good breeze last night too.
right. So I think it went well. Yeah, so exactly. Last night was a good game for us here on HHL. So it worked out good. We got Frank Mora,
Oh, look out!
Mr. Home Run guy over here, man. Shit. Mr. Evan Gaddis, no.
He might pop out of that corner. I don't
Yeah, we
know.
don't know yet. We don't know
Thanks to
yet.
Ronte, that's how we do things now.
Yeah, no. Ronte set the precedence, and how you
Yes.
gotta have to one up Ronte, or you wanna run up Jimmy. Um, oh, Todd said it wasn't good at Northland Christian, so but it was good at we were at Anderson. I mean Anderson was good, so
Is he referring to the weather?
that's what I'm thinking. But maybe he's talking about the Pelicans lose.
The Pelicans?
Yeah, is it in the Pelicans, Todd?
The Rangers?
Well, I was thinking he was talking about last night.
Oh, right, right, right.
But yes, it didn't go well for them. Well, they got a walk off, man. I mean, that's something, right? Walk offs are not. Oh, no wind. He's talking about no wind. Yeah, no wind. So
Yeah, walk-offs are exciting.
I think so, man. I mean,
It gets the team going, and I don't know. Maybe you want that for a doubleheader, right?
yeah,
Your first win's a walk-off,
momentum
carries you right through it.
carries you right through it. Yeah, yeah, I agree. But I'm the original. I'm the best. um, but so let me ask you something. So you saw the video, right? Let's just get into it. You saw the video of that play at the plate with Thunder and Colt 45s. What'd you think?
I did. So the first thing that comes to my mind, right? We don't pay. We pay. We're not getting paid, right?
Yeah.
So the first thing you think of is how can I be safe? Like no one needs to get hurt, right? And I know in MLB, what do they say? You try to avoid a collision, right?
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm thinking the way you do that is to slide,
Yep.
right? But at the same time, hey, I think I have the lane, and I'm going to be safe if I don't slide, right? So I know it happens in a split second, but that's a tough play. It's a tough play. You want to slide, but at the same time, I don't know. You visualize stepping on home, and you visualize a safe call, right?
Yeah.
Because you roll it back and he's safe, right? Well, technically they called him out, but
Yes.
if you watch it, his foot was there.
Which was very close. It was very
Yes.
close. It was. Again, it's easy to judge after, right, with the
Of
video,
course.
slowing it down. It was very, very close.
So you got a lot of things going through your head, right? All the catcher has to do, like if Choice decides to slide, really all the catcher has to do is put his glove in front of the plate,
Yep.
and he's going to run into it, right?
Yep. Yep.
But if you're running, you can hop right over that,
Yes.
and I'm sure that's what he was thinking.
Yeah.
So I didn't see anything deliberate for sure.
I didn't see nothing
Yeah.
deliberate.
It's just one of those things. You got two guys being competitive. One wants to be safe. The other wants to be out.
And of course, another thing that Todd and a few people threw out there was, hey, if the pitcher was there, maybe we don't have that, right? The pitcher, he's able to, pitch it back, shovel it back, and you get out, you get Choice, because Choice came from second base.
Which that should not happen, right?
No,
It should not be that close.
no.
So
But-
yeah,
but-
you could say something about the defense.
But
Hey,
thi-
are you really going to allow a guy from second to score on a pass
I
ball?
know.
You need to reconfigure something.
And here's the thing. I think a credit to Choice was that Choice was hustling, because he was right behind the guy in front of him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a few steps behind him. So it's like
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to score on a double or something.
yeah, exactly. So that's when you play with Choice, you got somebody who's hustling, right? You got somebody that's gonna go all out. He's gonna give you 120% and shit. So that speaks volumes to him, but it also speaks volumes to the pitcher not being there and being able to receive the throw to tag him out. But personally, me, I'm a fan of sliding. I don't um I don't I feel like you can get hurt more without sliding. Honestly, I don't agree with not sliding. I feel like when I used to steal second a lot, it was when they said you're up, it was harder on my ankles to stop than it was just to slide up and pop up.
Right.
It's hey, let me slide. I'm practicing. It's smoother. It's a slowdown than it is a straight stop.
Mhm.
So for me, I would have probably slid in that situation. That's what I would have done. I'm not saying what he did was wrong or intentional, nothing. I think like you said, it was not intentional. He did try to avoid the tag. It was just bad timing. Just
Yeah.
bad baseball.
It's like swinging at a ball or a fastball, right? You only have so much time to think about it.
Yeah.
You're either going to do it or you're not. You
Yeah.
can't, you can't think about, well, if I do this, I do that. But in my experience, a lot of times, if you don't slide, you're going to be out because you can't get under the tag,
Yeah.
right? I'm sure Todd can chime in on that one. If Todd slides, he's safe.
Yeah. At the Pelicans game. Yeah.
But that happened to me
I mean,
once.
I'm sorry. The
Yeah, at the Ranger game.
Ranger game. Yeah.
That happened to me once. I'm coming home. You don't know the ball's coming, and if you slide, you're safe.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I didn't slide, and I was tagged out. So that's going through your mind, right? You're like, okay, last time I did this, I did not slide, and I was out. So let me slide. But
Let-
who knows?
Let me tell you what a home run hitter says.
Okay, let's hear it.
If you have to slide, you went one base too many. Live by that rule. That's a home run hitter right there, right? Hey, bro, I'm not gonna hustle more than I need. You have to hit me over. Like I'm not gonna. Okay, here we go. We got a first caller. Let's see.
Already.
Let's see who we got here. Let me see what we got here. All right, here we go.
Call from
Choice Johnson.
to accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Oh yeah, what's up, Choice?
You are on the line, sir. Give us your
Hey,
beef.
what's going on, man?
What up, man? All right, let's
Hey,
go.
Shout out just off the plate.
There it
for
is.
covering all the baseball in Houston. It's the best podcast in Houston. Nobody fucking with it. Armando got the edits. If you need videos, edit it. If you need logos, if you need anything, man, just off the plate. It's not just a podcast, man.
We do a little bit of everything. We got
Post the Cash
voiceovers
App
with
up there,
Cody.
pin it up.
Yeah.
Cody, what's the deal?
What's happening, man? You causing drama?
Yeah, man. Look, so look,
Hey, you wouldn't be
what
you
this
if you
what I'm
didn't. So keep on rolling.
Yeah.
saying. Look, this what I want to say. Sometimes I'm in a position where I feel like I have to slide or I'll be out, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like, okay, I can run this one in and I'm safe.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this one all the way. I was like, I'm gonna be safe. Like I can see it. I can count my steps. I see that I'm moving. This guy is trying to turn around. I'm good.
Yeah.
I get to the plate. I think this play is so close because this guy, me personally, I wouldn't even run at nobody. I wouldn't even want collision. That guy
Yeah.
was looking for
Yeah.
collision.
I agree with you on that too.
Yeah, I know some people can have their own views. Everybody got their own brain, and I don't feel no type of way if somebody thinks that I should have slid or whatever the case may be. That's just their opinion.
Yeah.
When you in it, then you'll know what's going on.
Right.
Bro, I would never run at somebody like that hard. I feel like if I would have slid, it would have been worse on me. I probably would be losing teeth. I probably would have had a black eye. This guy had the ball in his fist and was running at me and then extended his arms as like a push
Yeah.
to fucking lay me out. Bro, this not a play coming in at home plate and it's about to be, it's MLB and you can just fucking knock the catcher over and be safe. This not that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
old
not going for
MLB.
that,
You can't
bro.
do that anymore.
Yeah. It's all of
Yeah,
them.
you can't do that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? It's been plenty of times where I'm like running up first baseline and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be out. I'm down a step. I'm missing a step, and I just pull up to avoid like collision or anything mishaps or anything like that. But when you go at that speed and you know that you're losing the battle, yeah, I feel like he wanted to get me out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could have been that, but I really felt like this dude was trying to do something to me because of like the tension from shit like that. The coach was talking to the pitcher, telling him shit when I came up to bat. I don't know if it was tactics or whatever the fuck it was. I didn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like this shit was built up, bro, and it just happened to be a play at the plate, bro. I feel like the catcher should have pulled up. I had him beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that
I
too.
was able to step on the plate. I had enough time to step on the plate and then pivot off of the plate to avoid the contact.
Yeah.
So if it was a bang bang, we would have been greeted at the plate and we both would have just ran into each other and fell out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I had a step on this dude.
When you're talking about
He just
sliding,
didn't want-
you talk about sliding head first or feet first? Because you're talking about getting your teeth
bro.
knocked out.
He's talking about people.
No, bro, this
Sorry.
dude was
Oh, sorry.
this dude was running so fast, like at me, I'm looking at this dude. I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? This dude, he ain't about to pull up. So in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna step on this shit on the plate and then
He'll come
pivot
down.
left and
Yeah.
just move out of the way. Yeah, bro. If I would have slid, then he would probably fell right on top of me, bro, and right in my head or my face or some shit like that. Our feet would have probably been. You see how if you go back and rewind it, our feet got like collided right there.
Yeah.
That shit hurt me too, bro. I had to come out the game. I didn't finish the game. I didn't
Oh,
get
wow.
another at bat. I went out to center field and tried to play through it. And I was like, hey, somebody come get me. I had to walk off the fucking field. My elbow was busted. I was bleeding on my elbow. My shit still hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, nigga, I didn't come out that whole like just unscathed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing about it, bro, if I feel like it's gonna be a play at the plate, I'm gonna pull up. It's nothing I can do. If I'm about to be out, this catcher got all this gear on. He's got to step on me. I'm gonna just pull up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or
Well,
slide
do you
to the side or
remember?
whatever
Do you remember when the pitcher from the Cyclones, Chris Macias, him and Johnny Velo collided at third base? I don't know if you remember seeing that video, but it's just what you're describing of what if you would have stayed would have happened. And I'm explaining to you what happened was the ball got past the catcher and the third baseman or whatever, and Chris was running from second to third, and then Johnny grabbed the ball and saw Chris going to third, and Chris instead of sliding feet first, he slides in head first, right? And when Johnny is going there, he's trying to block like the base, right? Like he's trying to get in front of the base, thinking like, right, I'm gonna get you out because if I'm in front of the base, you're not gonna. If I can block the base or get to the base first, you're not gonna be able to touch it, and I'll get you out, right? Well, Johnny did. This is just my observation. I don't think Johnny thought that Chris was gonna slide head first. So what ended up happening is you got shin guards and shit. So when he dives or he like jumps towards third, his knee is out because he's gonna put his knee out to block the foot from hitting third base. Well, it wasn't the
Right.
foot that he blocked. He ended up kneeing him in the face, and it gave Chris a slight concussion, right? So it's what you're talking about, right? You got a guy rushing towards you, catcher rushing towards you, and then you got a runner running towards that base, and you got a collision. Now,
Right.
there was people that were upset about it, thinking that it was on purpose. But to me, when I saw that, I was like, it was two fools hustling to the base, and that's what happens. And what you described is what
Right.
you're saying, right? Catcher's running towards you, and you're like, dude, if I slide, he's gonna probably truck me, truck me. I have a better chance of touching the base and then pivoting around. So
Yeah, the both of you are thinking, okay, I don't want to get hurt here, right? Because something at that point has to give. Both
Yeah.
you guys are running as hard as you can
it's like chicken,
to
right?
one specific spot. Yeah, something's gonna give,
Yeah.
and
So
that's just the way it played out.
yeah,
I think when I heard Armando go, when I think about plays at the base, like you said, the guy Johnny was going down to tag. You said you didn't know that he was gonna slide, whatever head first or whatever. But instinct, like your instinct as a baseball player, is to get to the bag, to touch the base.
yeah, yeah,
You remember that one catcher in the MLB? He just sat on the base because no matter where you go, bro, you have to come to this base.
yeah.
So I felt like that his intentions were a little, I don't know, bro. I really can't call it 100%, but it's like, bro, and you go for the bag. And when
Yeah.
you don't go for the bag like that, and you try to tag somebody up near the face or chest area or some shit like that, and something bad is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay, if I jump over this guy over the guy at the plate, then I jump over the guy, your fucking tag goes up or whatever. But man, go look up a lot of MLB plays, man. You won't see, the only way you see somebody collision at the plate is if it's like a super bang bang and the catcher is literally already in position. Any other play that you see in the infield, catching position, whatever, they're tagging they're tagging the bag. They're tagging right in front of the bag.
Yeah.
He didn't have that. He couldn't get there. I beat him, and he didn't
You're
pull
too
up.
fast,
and then,
man. You're
now,
too fast.
yeah,
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I love that hustle, bro. Like for you to get from fucking
Thank you,
second
bro.
to home, that's fucking dope, bro. Like that's
I was
fucking.
about to shove Jimmy the fuck out my way, bro. Jimmy was all.
Oh, dude, you know what's? Hey, bro, you know what's funny? I
So
didn't-
Jimmy's to blame. He didn't get there quick enough,
No,
and
dude,
Yeah.
you know what's funny? I never even thought about who the fuck was in front of him.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Jimmy was in the play.
yeah, we're gonna blame Jimmy.
look at it again. Jimmy's fucking running. And,
No shit,
he's
dude.
like, bro,
Hey,
I
you look
should-
closer, you can see Choice. Go, go, go!
About to kick him in the
Yeah.
ass, like hurry up. That's what, dude. You know what's funny? There was so much controversy. I didn't even, not one time did I think about, hey, who's that in front of him? I was like, get the fuck out the way. Let me see what happens right here. And didn't even notice it was Jimmy up there. But no, dude, what you're saying is right, bro. Like I get it. Like he's trying to get in front of the base, right? He's trying to get in front of the base, and that's what I'm saying. That's kind of what happened to like I said, the Johnny Velo, Chris Macias type
Yeah.
of thing. He's trying to get in front of the bag, and it just ended up colliding, and
Yeah.
and it sucks. I mean, and Serge is on here, but me and Serge, we're in a practice game out in one of those little, I forgot what field. We were playing the Stealth, and I'm coming home, and I see Serge to the right side of me, which is I guess the outside of the baseline, and I come into the inside because I'm trying to avoid a tag. Well, the fucking throw was pulled him in, and me and him collided. Like we collided at the plate. He dropped the ball, and I was safe. But I hit him, I trucked him, and it's like I felt like an old school baseball. But sometimes it's like, hey, you try to avoid the tag, and it somehow fucking.
Well,
you-
it's two big guys, right? They take
Yeah.
up a lot of space, and
you
you're
just-
gonna hit.
You're gonna hit, man.
Something's gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen. So I mean, luckily, man, you guys weren't hurt too bad. I mean, they're saying that the other guy had to go to the hospital. I don't know, if that was really the case or whatever. But I mean, are you okay? I mean, was it sore? Was your legs or your foot sore or whatever?
Armando, bro, if I see I'm finna collide with somebody at the plate or anywhere, I'm not getting hurt, bro. I'm gonna just pull up, dog.
Yeah.
That's it. So I mean, I got there and I can move out of the way. Imagine touching the base and then somebody come hit you. It's like you're like, damn, bro, and then you get called out, and I'm like, how the fuck was I out? And I thought Jose had it up from me. I talked to Bobby this morning. Bobby kind of calmed me down off of it, but I was like, man, he's like, it's just one of those baseball things, bro. Y'all are always. It's always me and Jose, so but sometimes I get the shit end of the deal, and lately I feel like that. But I think Jose is a pretty good umpire. So I really feel too much about it. But the fucking other guy, the manager, comes out and starts arguing with the umpire. I'm like, bro, he called me out.
What the fuck you want?
What are you arguing of? Why are you arguing? It's like I'm out. It's like I don't know if he thought he called me safe or I was like I'm out, bro. Like.
Yeah.
You're making a big deal. But, man, Code 45 or 45s or whatever, they're going to need a new manager, man. So hopefully one of these guys that are on here, man, if they want to manage a team, they're a decent team. Honestly, they're decent. They got the defense is a little, whatever. But they got a couple guys in position that can play. BJ did a good job on the mound. And they need a team, bro. They one of the guys reached out to me and asked if their manager, Jason Mass, was really suspended from the league. And I was like, yeah, bro. Well, when I sent the voicemail out, it spread so quick, and it got back to Joe. Yeah, I knew. I wish I knew what was going to happen.
It was very entertaining, by the way.
Joe.
It was very entertaining, by the way. I was cracking up.
Yeah.
Talk about self-incrimination.
They played it as my walk-up song, bro. I was like, God damn.
Oh,
it was crazy.
Shit,
they
dude.
played that as my walk-up song, but yeah, they need a manager now, and it's like
that might follow you around.
Like,
Be prepared for that to follow you around.
Hey, bro. Like I said, I love your fucking hustle, and it's funny because like when they said CJ was they said choices in the middle of this, I started laughing. I'm like, bro, when isn't he in the middle of something? When is he? It kind of right? It kind of reminded me that remember the classic when the dude tried to fucking karate kick you and shit, like fucking A, dude.
He did kick me.
Yeah, he did kick you. That's right. He did kick you. But
it grazed me when I lifted up my shirt. I had it somebody scratched me, bro. I was like, what's wrong with this dude? And all I did was got to second base, and I was like cheering USA, like, yeah, let's go. And this dude just comes up behind me, hey, shut the fuck up. And I was like, I ignored her. He's like, hey, motherfucker, shut the fuck up. I was like, bro, who the fuck you think you talking to? And that shit just popped up. And then what's ironic is this dude tries to kick me, and Jose just fucking spears him and gets him before he can even kick me. And that's when I got grazed. He probably would have kicked me, bro. If Jose wasn't right there,
yeah,
he got that little leg up so quick, bro. I was like, this nigga know MMA or some shit.
He's just waiting to use
like,
it. And
oh
I'll give it to you. You really know how to push people's buttons. I'll tell you that.
Hey,
I mean, you get karate on the field. You get managers ejected, even when they get the call their way.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how you're doing it.
Man,
no wonder Carlos keeps you around.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tuck my chains in. Maybe it's a chains or something, bro. It'd be something, bro. That just is. I think it's on me or in me. I don't know, bro. People just don't be liking it.
No, you just got a good energy. Look, here's the thing, bro. Like, I love competing against you. I like your energy, man. You hype up your team. Like, at the end of the day, when I see when you play, bro, like you're just even though like the team's getting shitted on because they're losing, you're just hyping up your own team. You know what I'm saying? You're hyping up Thunder. Like every game I've been to, man, you're just like what you call like a really good team player. Like you're just all about your fucking team, and these fools are just reading it wrong, and it's stupid, bro. Just keep doing your thing, you know?
Yeah, for sure, bro, for sure, man. I appreciate y'all. I ain't gonna take no more of y'all time up, man. But man, Code 45 need a manager, man. It's crucial that they stay in HHL, bro. I don't know how that's gonna work, but man, I'm honestly want to help them get a manager because those are some cool guys on their team, bro. So
okay,
I gotta think one of those guys will step up.
I mean, if BJ was on there, maybe he'll get on there. I don't know, you know. So we'll see, man. We'll you know, we said it on the show. Hopefully, people will hear it and reach out to Joe Banasic and or you know, you know, whether somebody on the Colt 45 steps up or somebody from another team, like somebody Dom put out Jordan to go manage that team. Who knows, man?
Jose says I vote Jordan.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, Jordan, yeah, yeah. Heck yeah, dude. Let's go. Let's go."
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Thank you
okay.
guys, man.
Uh,
Keep the show, man. I'll be
appreciate you
watching
calling
right
in,
now.
man. All right, man.
All right, Cody.
All right, man. See ya.
Bye.
There it is.
There it is. That was that side of the story, man.
Yeah.
Not-
And we'll take the other side.
Sure.
I don't think there's any 45s in here, but I mean,
Yeah.
if there are, please.
Yeah.
You know, we want to hear it.
Yeah, you know.
Always two sides to the story.
Always two sides. And
And
here's
thousands of opinions.
here's what's funny. And I here's what's funny. If somehow you make Carlos Ramon the voice of reason, you know you're way the fuck out in fucking left field, right? Because somehow Carlos, he did a live show this today at lunch while he's eating lunch, and he was like the voice of reason. I'm like, hey, you guys need to calm down. It's just
Right.
baseball. And I'm like, you know this shit's fucked up if
Yeah.
Carlos is the voice of reason, right?
If he's being tame,
Yeah, if
one
he's being
tame, it's out of control. It's out of control.
Hey, we love you, Carlos. It's out of control. Like it's too much for Carlos. Like fuck that, bro.
This doesn't even make sense anymore. You can't compute it. You get ejected on a call that goes your way.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
And
Like if you're upset, you should be upset at the player, not the umpire.
yeah, hey, where's your way, man?
If he's out, so he not only did he want him to be out, he wanted him to be out on a collision.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Like I don't know, that's kind of asking too much.
Yeah, no, and then here's the other thing, the abuse, right? Like here's the other thing. This dude had no comprehension of how Houston baseball works. He's like, get these fools out of the league. What the fuck you mean, man? Like you're gonna run into these fools on Liga Reda, fucking HHL, HBA. Like you're gonna run into them. Like these dudes. There's only so many people that put up with men's leagues baseball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Those are made guys. You're
Yeah.
not doing anything.
Fuck no, man. And dude, and the cool thing is
You
that
put a target on your back, if anything.
no, and he
Yeah.
did. He
Yeah.
really did, man.
Yeah.
Because
He dug his own grave.
he did because everybody in the community was like, "Hey, man, like you don't fucking do that to these fools, man. These fools, again, Carlos was Carlos. There's many videos of Carlos chewing out fucking the Reynoso brothers, but here he was backing them up. And I've always backed up the Reynoso brothers. Philip's a good friend of mine. So is Jose. I've known these fools for a long time. We played ball together, and you know, it's funny that like the community came together. Like, hey, man, you know what it almost felt like. You may get into it with your brother, and you have a brother, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you might get
For
into your
real.
brother or your cousin, right? You might, man, fuck you, this and this and that. But the moment an outsider talks to you, hey, now you combine forces. Hey, man, fuck it. No, you don't talk shit about my brother. That's my brother. Fuck you. You're an outsider.
That's it.
That's what it felt like. Even though like sometimes Carlos gets into it, and some of these guys get into it with the umpires. But at the end of the day, it's like, hey, hold on. Those are our umpires. Only we can talk shit to them. You can't. You need to back the fuck up. And I
Yeah.
thought that was cool, man, because everybody just kind of.
Especially if it's someone like I don't know this guy,
A
gentlemen.
lot of people didn't know him.
I mean, so you can't act like that if you're new to the league.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make any friends.
No.
You're building a bad reputation.
Yeah, you can't, man. You just, it just, because
Yeah.
he kind of came out of nowhere, and I was like, hey, Jason Massimo, who the fuck is this guy? And I'm like, I don't pretend to know everybody, but I think I know everybody, and it's like I never heard of this dude. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, whatever, whatever. Get somebody new I can meet or whatever, but yeah, he definitely made a statement. I mean, he as quick as he rose, as quick as he dropped, man. And
Did he
Yeah.
rise?
he posted a lot.
Oh, okay. Okay,
and
gotcha, gotcha.
because when he posts on the best baseball in Houston, like somebody's gonna go either know who you are or wonder who you are because you're posting on there, right? We kind of maybe ask, hey, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
But he kind of rose and fizzled out, man. So, but it's
Well, I guess if you're a manager of one of these teams, you're doing something right.
that's what I thought. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're getting it together, right? I mean, that's not easy to do that. So, especially if you're a new team, getting a new team together, bringing
No,
it in.
man.
So,
And I think like what Choice was saying, we need to get a manager over there because we don't want one less. We need more teams, more baseball. All right, you don't need somebody to drop out. If somebody drops out, then what do you got? You got nothing.
right.
So I think
Which brings me to an interesting point. I thought the Thunder were not going to be a team. So is that just a dramatic effect?
it was.
Like right at the last minute, here we are.
It's like when you're watching a Netflix special or Netflix season or something,
Uh-huh.
right? And then you think it's gonna end, and then here's the curve.
Boom.
Boom, here. It's like when you thought the Undertaker was dead and he rises from the dead.
Okay.
This is what it is. Thunder just rising from the. Actually, I might make a meme of that, like having Texas Thunder come up like that. But it's yes, they're back, but I think somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Choice is running Texas Thunder HHL. I know. Carlos Ramon is the CEO, founder of Thunder, but I
They
think
stole that from us.
yeah, he did. Right? He thought he's there. Hey, man, I'm one of the CEO of Pirates, right?
Owner.
Owner, right? So, but yeah, so I don't know. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Am I right about that? But Colt 45's coach is gonna call in. Yeah, man, fuck it, let him call in, man. I'll hear his side of the story, man. I have no problem.
Yeah, we are not biased here.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's we want to get it all the way, you know. Cody's messy. That's what Troy said. Cody's messy.
Messy?
That's what he said.
I can't see my comment. I don't know. I'm having technical
Yeah,
difficulties.
but we'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, if Carlos wants to call in, we'll take him. You better not ask for a number. You better fucking. Choice had the number saved, and I guess I must have had Choice saved on that because it said his name. So
Oh, I thought maybe that was his
no.
automated
So
robot response.
so what I tried to do is when people call in, I was trying to save their number. That way, if they call in, I know what's going on. So it actually was kind of cool. So if you're a regular, you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah. So it says guy says he's one. Yeah, he's a manager. So yeah, I'm the new manager of Texas Thunder. Sweet. All right, that's good, man. Congratulations. Um, Triple A. No, it's this is good competition, man. This season, I mean, you got the Panthers. I think we got them tomorrow. Thunder's got a good team. Sultanes has got a good team. Um, so it's
So
gonna be
there's 7 teams, 30 and up.
30. Who are the teams?
They are. I mean, hell, we might as well get into 30 and up, huh?
Well, I want to say one more thing before. I just
Yeah.
want to see what you got. Just wanted to see.
No, so Colt 45s, Diablos, Goodfellas, Oilers, 30 plus Panthers, Sultanas, and yeah, Texas Thunder.
Texas, 7 teams.
7.
7 teams.
Thought there was going to be 6, but hey, we got 7.
I know that's good, man. More, like I said, more teams
Yeah.
are better, man.
JS Texas left.
Yeah. So, JS Texas is in Obrera, and then it's
Right.
HBA Sunday,
Right.
or Saturday. I'm sorry. So, yeah, man. The thing I want to say is it was kind of cool that the baseball community came together to back up the umpires and back up the Reynoso brothers, and like I said, we don't need this drama. We don't need this kind of mess again, because again, I'm telling you, there's only and these guys will tell you, Todd, Bobby, Rhino, and Philip will tell you there's only a handful of fucking umpires that'll put up with men's leagues baseball
Yeah.
because of shit like this. You know what I mean? So you don't want to scare whatever talent we have out there. Whatever umpire talent we have out there, man. So they're gonna make mistakes and mistakes gonna happen, but we make mistakes. So to me, it's an even field. Like they're not perfect, we're not perfect, and just play baseball, play the game, man.
But I feel like deep down they want to make an ejection every once in a
Well,
while.
they both
Right?
did it on sequence.
Yes.
I don't know if you, I
They,
don't know
they
if I
may have rehearsed that, but I like it.
yeah.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
what umpire doesn't?
Hell yeah. I mean that's
Maybe
the home run.
one a year, maybe. Like just to keep the whatever form you use. You just-
Right, to make sure you get that
yeah,
stretch.
right?
They probably stretch in the mirror like, you're out. I remember one umpire I saw where like he actually got out of the way of the player just so he can throw that fist out, like, hey, you're out of here.
Yeah, like let me step back, watch this. Right? All eyes on me.
Yeah, yeah. We probably need to keep a stat on that. How many times you've been thrown out, you know? So but all right, man, if we're done with that, if it comes up again, it comes again, but I think we're done beating that dead horse up. We got it out, and hopefully we don't have that kind of drama again, man, because it's definitely Players could have got hurt. People could have got hurt. And you know, hopefully we don't lose the team in the NHHL.
Well, all right.
So what's first on the list? Want to go HHL?
Yeah, I mean, we're on it. Let's stay on it, huh?
Okay.
So let's go back to, let's see, we did a show Tuesday, Wednesday. Panthers beat the Diablos 11-2 last
For
Wednesday.
Diablos, bit the what?
The Panthers beat the Diablos 11-2 last Wednesday. I mean, defending champs, right?
Yeah.
Thursday we had Goodfellas and Oilers. You were there.
I
CE
was there.
King,
CE
nice
King.
field, yeah.
Nice field. It's a new addition to HHL, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So whoever, shout out if it was Pedro or whoever got us that field, man. Shout out to them. Or
Any bombs? No, it doesn't look like it. So 4-2, Goodfellas.
good game.
I imagine the Oilers are a good team.
They are.
Yeah.
I mean, they're missing some players. They only had 8 to start, and they got to 9. They're definitely a good team. You know.
It's the drive.
No, it is. I mean, Zach goes, hey man, if you guys play at CE King, I ain't going over there.
Yeah.
So, but it's a nice field, man. It's a different field. I don't mind. You know, the drive sucks, but I'll play baseball anywhere.
Friday, Diablos beat Colt 45 8-2. The Sultanas beat the Goodfellas 20-1.
Shit,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah.
Somebody's ERA got fucked up.
Yes, probably so. But you know, one terrible inning, and that's what happens.
It does.
Yeah. We understand that. We see it all the time. So, what do you do at that point? Stop the bleeding and move on to the next game.
That's all you can do, man.
And that's exactly what we did.
Yes, we did.
And that was a good game against the Diablos last night. What's the final?
I don't remember.
Because it's not even posted. So I
come
don't know.
on,
I know,
Hunter.
right? What is going
Damn.
on?
What do you have it on the phone for? So, but it was a lot. It was. I mean, we scored a lot of runs,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, the Diablos, they just struggle with pitching. I mean, they're a good team,
Oh, they are.
but they just couldn't hit last night, and their pitching struggled.
Yeah.
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 But you know, they're still.
And then you had Osman with lights out, man. I mean, the
Yeah.
dude was.
Well, he had no. Well, he didn't give up a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to say there was only one hit in the game for them.
Sorry. What's up with the voices? They keep getting deeper. It's because we fixed the mics. I think that's what he's saying, right? Is that what Jimmy's saying? Jimmy's saying that our voices maybe sound deeper. I think it's because we just. It might be. He probably has an Android phone. He might
It could be, but I'll tell you what mine probably is. After my surgery, my huevos.
Your huevos?
Is it? Yeah.
Your big huevos? Yes.
You know, this big. So that's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's
man.
what it is for
Swelled
me.
up. Yeah, man. So our game versus Cold Fire got postponed tomorrow because the manager might be start shooting up the field. Confirmed by Joe, the president. Man, that dude right there. That dude.
Is that a real statement?
No, it is a real statement. That's what he says.
Wow.
Pete Jimenez, which is the Sultanes guy, says, "Hey, man.
Yeah, because they're supposed to play tomorrow.
Yeah, he said it got postponed.
So there was actually 3 games yesterday. The Oilers beat the Panthers 6-2.
Oilers beat the Panthers. Okay,
yeah.
all right. Was Frias pitching?
Probably not going to be any stats on that. No, so I couldn't tell you. And then the Thunder beat the.
What's up, Isaiah?
Well, we know that. Thunder beat Colt 45. Any bombs there?
Who?
No bombs.
Hey, somebody give BJ. Somebody give BJ the number to the So what I meant by Sultana's guy Dom was like he's the man, like he's Mr. Sultan, right? If there's a Mr. Sultan, Pete's the fucking Mr. Sultan. Oh man. So, dude, it's funny like that he caught that. Out of all the shit that I fucking said, Dom caught that. I call him Sultana's guy. But BJ, if you want to call in,
Devil's in the details, right?
yeah, right. I mean, you know, it's fucking. If BJ, you want to call in, fucking, somebody put the phone number in there. I can't find it right now. I know I should know my own phone number, but I don't. I know it's a lot of 7s in there somewhere.
The 35 Sunday division.
35 Sunday division. Okay.
They just started. I think they're 3 games in, but I don't see the Hurricanes moved out, right? I think he talked about
They're
moving
in
out
the
of
open
that.
division, so
That's
I
right.
can't wait till you give me that score because
So
I
let's
didn't even look
see.
yet. So I'm gonna be surprised. You're gonna get my real reaction.
So only 4 teams in the 35 and up: Expos, Cyclones, Marauders, and Rangers. Oh,
Let's see.
Call from.
BJ Riojas.
To accept, press 1. To send a
Yo, BJ, what's up, man?
you are on the line, sir.
Yo, BJ.
How you doing, brother?
Good, man. How you?
I'm blessed to see another day, sir.
All right, that's cool, man. I appreciate you calling in. You know, we like to hear both sides of the story, man. You know, this was very big, and I appreciate you. We're calling in, and we're not trying to bash the Colt 45s and nothing like that, but definitely appreciate you calling in.
Yes, sir. No doubt. It's more in regards to, I sent a message out earlier to the team. I'm also new to the group. I only played 4 games with them last season, including our 2 playoff games. But I like the team. You know, we have some solid guys. I think all we're lacking is chemistry. Once we get our chemistry down, we'll actually be a really, really good, solid team. We have a lot of potential players. But about the stuff that happened last night, I was the pitcher for that game. And unfortunately, we did have a player get hurt during a bang-bang play like Choice Johnson mentioned. Technically, Yasmani is not a full-time catcher. So he is a catcher in progress from what I've heard and what I've seen him do.
Yeah.
I'm not taking nothing away from that man.
Yeah.
But I think where he messed up was his lack of knowledge in playing that position and going to tag Choice Johnson up high. If there's going to be a play at the plate, he needs to attack the plate. Not saying he attacked Choice Johnson, but with his lack of knowledge in that position, maybe he didn't have the right intention. He had the right intention on what he wanted to do, but it wasn't the right time to do that.
The way to execute it, right? The way to execute that play.
Yes, sir, to execute the play. Do I think anything was malicious on anybody's part? No. Choice can confirm as well. I even bumped into him at the plate when that play was being made, and I even checked on Choice like, hey, my bad, I didn't mean to bump into you, because I'm not here for them problems, man. Yeah. I'm just here to play ball like the rest of them. I'm new to the group. I'm new to some of these teams. A lot of people don't know me, and all I'm doing is trying to put in the work and get some views like everybody else. Am I going to go professional? No, that's not my outcome in this. But I do love and have passion for the game, and I'd hate to see our team get split up.
Yeah.
As far as Jason is a great guy, man. He has never done anything personally to me or to anybody on the team that I am aware of. The man means well. Did he overreact in the situation? I believe he did, not only as a teammate, but as a brother and as a friend. The situation could have been handled differently. Could the approach have been a little more softer and more respectable? Yes. But it was in the heat of the moment. I'm not trying to defend that man by no means whatsoever.
Yeah.
I was blessed to have the opportunity to play and start against a high caliber team like that. And, it was just a blessing, man, to be a part of this league and part of this organization. Somebody who's played baseball their whole life quit playing, during high school because he decided to get a job, to help his dad and stuff like that and buy his own truck and stuff. So I didn't have the opportunity like that to play ball. On top of that, it was all politics.
Yeah.
At LaPorte High School, but I do have passion for the game, and my love for the game is never going to change. But I think what happened last night, it's a unfortunate event that happened and result in somebody getting hurt. Was it handled properly? I personally don't think so. But like I said, I'm not trying to take nothing from Jason. That man means well. He might have overreacted.
What about the voicemail,
as far as
what about? Did you hear the voicemail?
I'm sorry?
Did you hear the voicemail?
The voicemail, I was unaware about that. That's why when I was up pitching, I can't confirm, and I'm not a liar, man. That's one thing I don't like is a liar and a thief.
Yeah.
And Jason did come to me, and his words were, "Hey,
We're not going to talk about anything baseball. And it was when Choice was up to bat. I don't know if that had to do with the message. I didn't take no partake in that message.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was sending that, even if it was a joking matter. You know, if you don't have that type of relationship with that person, you can't touch that boundary with them. You know, you got to keep it at a respect level.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why, like with Choice and Carlos and all them guys that are well known, for me, it's all respect, bro.
Yeah. No,
and to me, that's what it's all about.
No, you're right about that, man. I mean, it's we want to play baseball. We want to, well, at the end of the day, we all got jobs. We all got a place to go to, and I think the lack of him playing that position wasn't a veteran move, right? It was just kind of like, oh shit, this was just a reaction, and that's why that's why sometimes, players want a manager to react that way, like, hey, go back me up, and it's like, sometimes you got to be like, hey, hold on, let me assess the situation. It doesn't need, you don't need to react from an emotion, right? You need to be like, hey, hold on, what's up? You go talk to the umpire. Hey, man, I thought that maybe he might have, bumped him on purpose. He's supposed to slide, and then the umpire will be like, no, he doesn't have to slide, or whatever he says. But when you come out aggressively, and for me, I've always just felt better that to approach another man, because at the end of the day, you're talking to another man, right? You're not talking to a boy, you're talking to another man. That you got to talk to people with respect, and so keeping your emotions in check, and sometimes people get that mixed up between acting a fool in the field and backing up your players, right? Like, I think you can't mix those two things up. You can still back up your players respectfully, like, hey, man, I don't think
but there's a proper way to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't see, like, the umpires, I don't know why they were getting yelled at, because they made an out call, but evidently it wasn't the right out call.
Well, they wanted more of it, right? They wanted the player to be...
Yes, sir.
They wanted an ejection?
I played the video... Yes, sir. I played the video back several times. And, with me being literally a foot from Choice Johnson, knee in my face. I mean, because it was literally right there. I was waiting for the ball because I was going to try and make the play, but the catcher took it upon himself, I guess, thinking he could outbeat him.
Yeah.
Not saying that, taking anything away from Yasmani, that he was slower than him or nothing, but in that situation and where the ball was placed,
you probably,
in all honesty, if I would have got the ball to the plate, none of this would have happened. If I would have got the ball to the plate. But I was trying to get him with the breaking ball outside. That breaking ball was working all night, and I was just trying to do what was working. Because, I mean, like I said earlier, that is a high-caliber team, man.
Yeah.
There's a high-caliber team, and, speaking for myself, I was more shocked at myself on how I felt I held them, to a good battle.
Yeah, for sure.
Along with the defense of my team and all the bats waking up, towards the end of the game. But, we're a new team starting out, barely trying to collab and get the chemistry with the team. And I just want to be a part of a team, man, that wants to grow and, eventually, get on a championship team. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to go professional like that. Do I want to compete in classics? Yes. That's always something I've always wanted to do. I've never had the opportunity to compete at that level of baseball. Do I feel the duties to do what I need to do to compete? Yes, sir. But whole team, they don't take just an individual. It takes a whole team to click together to run on a cycle and perform the way they need to do. Everybody needs to do their part. It's not just one guy.
No, you're 100% right. Hey, am I remembering right? You play in the Mexican leagues too, right?
Yes, sir. I play on Sundays for the Space City Bandits.
Space City Bandits. Yeah, because I share your videos and stuff, right? Like you go live, right?
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, I tell the guys all the time, hey, Armando and people like that just off the plate, they're sharing our videos, bro. We're getting exposure. This is our first year with sponsorship and everything, like it's like they do in Coastal and HHL and stuff like that. But for me, I play with a group of guys that I went to school with. We've met along the way in the league, and for me, that's more than anything.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely the team.
Being able to play with people. Of course, we want to go out there and win and compete, but I like the brotherhood and the friendship that we have amongst the team. And Dave Romaine, he plays with me on the Colt 45. He's also part of our Sunday team. And he loves it, man. He's like, y'all are just a good bunch of guys, man. Y'all play ball and y'all don't take the fun out of it.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's why we wanted to bring this stuff to the attention, right? Because we don't want you know, we don't want to lose fields. We don't want to lose umpires. We don't want to lose teams. So, you know, and that's what I'm saying about the emotion, right? Like it's good to have emotion. It's some emotion, but you got to when you got to keep yourself in check, and you got to know who you are as a person. That if you can't keep your emotion in check, you're jeopardizing a bunch of things, right? Because we could theoretically lose. Like if that kind of outburst and saying you're gonna shoot the field, that kind of shit right there, man, gets people loses the fun because nobody wants to get shot over
Well,
this.
especially now in this day and age.
Yeah, because
right?
you don't know
when
if
all
there's
that shit's
Yes,
taken
sir.
serious. Yeah.
yeah, you
Yeah.
know what I mean. So,
You,
but
you never know nowadays. You never know who you're messing with, man.
Yeah,
you know, and it's
exactly.
not really a threat, but you never know what that other person's intentions are, what he's going through at home.
exactly,
You just don't know.
yeah.
You can't take anything lightly.
No, you
unfortunately.
can't. Exactly. You don't know what they're gonna do. The other thing I wanted
You can't.
want to say too is, like I said, I appreciate you. You know, live streaming your games, man. I think your team is lucky to have somebody that can live stream the games. And like I said, you just tag me in it or let me know about it, and I'll share it. Because the thing at the end of the day is like one of the reasons we have this show. Me and Cody and a few other guys started this was to bring light to Houston baseball men's league. Right? It's not about professional. They already got ESPN. They already got all that other shit for that. We're here to highlight men's league baseball. And so when you're going live, like if people want to see local amateur baseball, cool. They're gonna click on Just Off the Plate or the best baseball in Houston and check out a game, and they can watch. And hey, that park's next to me. Maybe they'll go drive over there and watch it live. But at least they could either watch
Yes,
it
sir.
live or they can watch it live on Facebook. So I appreciate you putting up the camera and doing that, because I'll definitely keep sharing it and keep talking about it. And everybody has a piece in this, right? I mean, if we all want this to work, like you said earlier, it's not just one person, it's a team. So us, you know, when you got more and more people doing live videos, and unfortunately this weekend, one of my cameras took rest in peace, trying to get good video, a foul ball hit it. But
Yes, sir.
everybody putting a piece together is adding good content for Houston baseball. So I appreciate that. One last question I have is,
Are you guys playing tomorrow? I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know?
Yes, we're having I actually sent out a mass message today. They were earlier in the week. They were saying there needs some people to step up and be a leader. And technically, I like considering myself a leader. You know, I like setting the pace. I like setting rules and guidelines. You know, discipline. That's one thing that I can say I've learned throughout the years of sports is discipline. And a lot of people who aren't involved in sports don't see that aspect of being involved in sports and what it can show you. Being involved in something with a team and with a group of guys, you can definitely learn from everybody.
Yeah, 100%. I would tell you, man, hook up with Carlos and Choice. And there's another here, Pete Jimenez, the coach for Sultanes. If you're really thinking about taking over the team, talk to them guys. Them guys know what it takes to run a team, and they'll be more than happy to give you pointers and whatever you need. Because again, the more teams, the better. The more teams, there's more competition. There's more people playing. So we don't want a team to fold. We want a team to continue.
Yes,
So
sir.
reach out to one of them on Facebook or whatever, or you know, Carlos or Choice, or Pete. You know, reach out to BJ and see if you guys can hook up and figure out if you want to step up and be the manager, man, and maybe you can have a co-manager. I know Cody's helped me out a lot, you know, with the Pirates and stuff. So and then, you know, we got Corden too. So you know, sometimes it takes 2 or 3 people to run it. And I mean, if you look at the Texas Thunder, you know, you got Choice and then you got Carlos, you know, so 2 or 3 people usually.
You can easily do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you know you talk about your team being a brotherhood, I mean it's great to play baseball, but it's even that much better if you can play it with guys your friends, right? Brotherhood. So
Yes, sir.
hopefully you
For sure,
guys
for sure.
stick around.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, it's so just feel free to reach out to them. Appreciate you calling me, man. Calling us.
Oh, not a problem. So, like I said, I wanted to clear our name, man. You know, it's nothing with the Colts organization that we have. You know, nothing like that, man. You know, we kind of talked about it, and you know, we're kind of all on the same page. You know, we gotta you gotta pick your battles on what calls to do, and just make sure you come with a respectable and right approach, and it would save you a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of problems, a lot of hassle, and Next time, I'll make sure I get that curveball in the outside corner right over the plate, man.
Or
Just to avoid any more trouble.
Or cover the plate too.
I really feel I really held myself responsible to that, man, because if that ball would have been there, it would have never been no pass ball. It would have been a ball 4, and none of this would have happened. I take responsibility for it.
See, now you're speaking like a true manager.
There you
right?
go.
You're taking the blame for it all.
Yeah, man. Nah, but it's not. Hey, things happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, man. It's not all on you. It's shit happens, man. But you know, I'm glad you called in, clear up your team's name, and hopefully, man, you manage it. Hopefully, you guys get to play it tomorrow.
Well,
I don't know.
We're definitely going to figure something out. Whether it's between maybe me, Dave, and Luke Malloy. That's another good team leader. Luke's a solid pitcher. Luke's a solid player. We got some other guys. Joel Villarreal. He's real good, So we got some guys that could step up. If one can't, we could all do it together as a team. And that'll also help us build our chemistry and really get to know each other as an individual and not just a baseball teammate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah. No, you're on the right path, man. So, but if you, oh shit, either I hung up on him or something happened.
That's it.
That's it. Hey, that was Google Voice saying, hey, that's enough. That's enough. Sorry, BJ, I didn't hang up on you. It's technical difficulties, man.
Drop calls, something.
Drop calls, man. Maybe I didn't pay my bill or some shit. I don't know. Appreciate you calling in. Let's see what else.
So that's that.
That's that, man. So we got both sides, man. Hopefully they get it together.
Put it to bed.
Yeah.
So.
Kristen Michelle said his phone died. Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
We got our explanation.
We did. That was quick.
Yeah. Where do we leave off? 35, right?
35.
So we still don't know if their game is on or off?
We don't know.
Okay. I couldn't cipher through that to see if they were playing or not.
I don't know, but
I mean, it doesn't say canceled on the website. So
Jimmy says, so here's my chance to be a manager.
That's
what Jimmy said. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
I can see Jimmy. That'd be fucking funny.
All right, seasons. Where are we at? Boom.
I want to hear the 18 and up.
The Open Division, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get to it. Because what is that? Young guys, and then the Hurricanes moved in.
Yeah, the old guys moved in.
So they started the 28th.
They were playing the A's.
Yeah. So the Hurricanes.
Drummer, hold on.
No, opening day, the Hurricanes played the Desperados.
How'd that go?
They beat them 8-0.
Who did?
The Hurricanes beat the Desperados.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. The A's played the Roughnecks, and they won 12-3.
A's beat the Roughnecks.
Yes.
Okay, understandable.
And no stats in here, of course.
Okay, let's go. Tell me when I gotta do the drum roll.
Oh, because of them playing the A's.
I gotta hear it.
All right. Well, let's see. On the 11th, they played the A's.
Okay.
They won.
Who won?
The Hurricanes won.
No shit.
Yeah, they. I'm saying they, right? Proper pronouns, and then you come back at me. Who? The Hurricanes beat the A's 11-7.
Wow, they came out swinging.
They did.
Okay. All right. Man.
I mean, we knew it was a good team. Both of them are good teams. Unfortunately, I don't have a box score for you.
Wow. All right, well, congratulations, Misha, on that W, man.
Yeah, but, it's a long season. They'll play again before the playoffs, I'm sure.
Well, here's the thing. You got to know, a young team like the A's is looking at the old man Hurricanes going, oh, we're going to beat these fools, right? I mean.
Too old.
Too old, right? That's what they're thinking. But you may not get away with that twice. So it's going to be definitely a good fight the second time around. I'm not taking nothing away from Hurricanes, just saying that's the mentality that they went in with. I'm sure.
And they're still doing 40 and up, right? Yes.
Yes.
Looks like.
Why not? Why wouldn't you just fucking tell me all?
Keep going, right?
Fucking do all three fucking leagues and shit.
Yeah, I mean, why not keep the 3P going in both divisions?
I hope they're giving them a nice 3P discount.
Doubtful. They've only played 3 games, so it's still a lot of ball left to be played.
Hey, this is a shout out to Pedro. I'm drinking C4. I probably won't sleep tonight, so thank you. I messed up. I forgot that this doesn't let me sleep that night, so I don't know. Maybe I'll do some editing tonight.
You got some home runs to edit to
I
put up?
guess.
I'm sure you're behind.
Right? Somehow, somewhere.
I mean, I imagine there's hundreds of memes that you're meaning to get to.
Yeah, all this content, right? Oh, man.
Just grounds you for another hit by pitch.
It does.
That's all
It
you're
really
fishing
does.
for. All right. Well, HHL still new, so only a couple games there. What do you say we jump over to HPA?
Said HBA Saturday. Big drum roll. Lot of games.
How about Friday? Let's take care of Friday.
Yeah, I got
Right?
some good stuff on
Because
Friday.
you guys beat the Polar Bears again. Cyclones 9-8. Right?
Yeah, 9-8. Close game, walked it off.
So that's
Extra
two
innings.
walk-offs?
Well, no, I take it back. It was not a walk-off. I apologize.
Okay.
It was not a walk-off. It was extra innings. California rule. Eric stole third. I don't know if you want to call it a bad throw from the catcher or, not a good scoop by third baseman, whatever, however you want to play that out. Either way, Eric scores, and then we hold them down to three outs, and we win the game.
I'm sure they are ticked off at you.
They are, man.
Because they're a good team, and you beat them twice already.
I know, and there's. I'm not gonna lie. If you look at our roster, we have a really studied roster on the Cyclones Friday. A lot of good players. We added some good players, and shout out to Kyle Postma for hitting a moonshot off of that lefty Luis.
Poriorena.
Yeah. So
So, yeah, I mean, he had 7 strikeouts. The guy before him had 6 strikeouts.
I gave him 2 of those motherfucking strikeouts.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Fuck, man, that dude owns me, man. I'm like 0 for 5 strikeouts with this dude. Like,
Well, I mean, 13 strikeouts between, both of them, so.
yeah. Well, no. The first guy, I hit a double off of him, but that fucking Luis fucking owns me, man. Motherfucker owns me. And Cody, you've been playing with me for a while. Like, I don't strike out a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it's a guaranteed fucking strikeout when I walk
Right.
up with that guy. Like, God damn it, dude.
Well, that's the beauty of it, right? You'll start to think about it. You'll know what to do next time.
I think I should have figured it out by now, but I can't.
Well, with a good pitcher, sometimes it takes a little longer.
I don't know if my batting average can take that fucking abuse. I might call in sick when we fucking.
Well, maybe Stewart's listening, and he'll take you out next time you play
no
him.
shit. Hey, I'm gonna tell him, hey man, he's coming in. I'm going out. Let somebody else come in.
Bobcats beat the Pelicans 7-2. Looks like they got a W. No home runs. Okay, so only 2 games.
Yeah, Bobcat. And I was talking to Todd about that one, and Bobcats were losing, and they just, they came back on the Pelicans.
Did they?
Yeah.
Because it seems like they struggled on the Friday, so I think that was probably their first win. I mean, I know the seasons are young,
Yeah.
but you guys are still undefeated. But you're only 3 games in.
Yeah.
So enough of that. Let's go to Saturday, right? Because evidently that's where it's at. 14 teams, right? No, way more than that. All these double headers, goodness. So the Aviators lost yet again by 1 run.
Who did Aviators get? No, hey Jimmy, I can't pound it because I always freeze it up a little bit, so there's a little ice cube in there. I like it frozen. Lets me sip on it, man. It's sophisticated the way I drink my monsters. I mean, way I drink my energy drinks.
I can't see my comments. You know what's up with that?
Did it freeze up on you?
I don't know.
Did I not pay my
I
data?
don't know. So yeah, lost again by 1 run.
Man, that sucks, dude.
Yep, to the Perros, 5-4. Rangers beat the Rampage. They walked that off. It was a good game.
It was a good game.
They're 2 good teams.
And the 2 good teams, right? And it was a close play, right? Because you had that. If that guy catches that line drive to third base, I mean, you go into I guess extra innings or something, right? And it'll be
Yeah.
another inning, right?
Yeah.
But it's a shot, comes out of his glove, and it's enough, and it rolls enough past him to score the winning run.
Yeah. I mean, it was a hard hit, and he had to dive. He dove perfectly, right? And it hit right where you want to catch it.
Yep.
But it just hit too hard and then popped right out. I guarantee you if it hits right at him, that's the third out.
Oh yeah.
But since he had to dive, probably took a little off of closing the glove and
Yeah. Austin Camp with the walk off.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was. But I love watching those games, and it's already the Rangers have had a lot of I can remember anyways a few walk offs. So
I'm gonna go back to the Petros game. I want to shout out Edinson. He pitched a complete game. Had 12 strikeouts and 0 walks.
ooh.
7 innings, 8 hits, and 4 runs.
Wow.
Yeah. But we know. I mean, we've seen him. He pitched against SJS, so
Yeah.
he's a good pitcher.
Tim Jones says most competitive Saturday season yet, hands down.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. So the Cyclones beat the Marlins. They shut them out 11-0.
Who is that again?
The Cyclones shut out the Marlins 11-0. Boy, they are playing with some passion, aren't they? Frank went yard again.
Not surprised there.
Mario got him one. Austin, he pitched a complete game. Complete game shutout. 7 strikeouts, 0 walks, only 4 hits, 0 runs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Frank's trying to get back that home run derby, try to take that crown away from Jimmy.
Well, he's well on his way.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about taking a crown, but he's well on his way to get an invitation.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be good. I mean, there's a lot of guys fighting for that now.
Then we get to the 45 and the Twins. Another 2 good teams. 45 pulled it out, though. They won 5-3
Wow.
at Spring Spirit. And I believe Tyler had a home run. And then Christopher Carroll of the Twins, he went yard.
Okay.
Both at Spring Spirit. It's not easy to do.
Didn't Stark go? You say Stark?
Yeah, I
went?
did.
Yeah, Stark went. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Which is crazy because he's supposed to be a PO only. For JS Texas, he's a PO only.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
There's that phrase again. A PO only.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's a PO. Apologize. You're right. 100% right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did any of this make sense to you? Did this come back up in my life here?
Yeah, you're live. Yeah.
Okay.
You
So what the hell happened?
I just closed him, open it back up, just like I did with the mics, man. We sound so good now.
Right.
You know what? I feel confident right now with these
That's
mics.
it, right?
Oh fuck! I feel like we're professionals again.
I know. Maybe we can bring it to the plate.
Yeah.
Jerry, he had a good game. 7 strikeouts. He pitched 7 innings. He gave up 7 hits, 2 earned runs. Only walked a guy. And then Tyler came in to close it out. So, good game for them. That's a good win. I mean, Twins, that's a good team.
It is. They're a really good team.
Pirates beat the Rangers 10-4. Now, the Pirates were fresh,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the second game for the Rangers.
Yeah.
But here, that game is simple. Here it is. You ready? If Brooks is a good pitcher, we know that.
Yeah.
If he's on, it's a different game.
Yeah. I mean, I got a single off him. You know what the fuck that means?
Don't sell yourself short.
Hey, I should have fucking told him, hey, can you pull the ball out and sign it?
Right? Yeah. So, that's basically what that was.
Yeah.
They were. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they were saving him for us, maybe. I don't know.
Well,
I know Tim's a good pitcher. He pitched a good game.
Well, yeah, Tim LeComp, his brother Todd, or I don't know, maybe it's his nephew. Kinfolk, let's just say, said he pitched 95 pitches in 9 innings against the Rampage.
Yeah, going 9 innings. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes, man. I mean, it's. We weren't gonna last time when we got rained out. We weren't gonna get him, and then I don't know who was gonna pitch that day, but it wasn't gonna be Brooks, and so but he's a good pitcher, yeah.
He is, but I did notice he slipped a couple times because they put in the turf on the mound.
Yeah. Oh, it's his brother.
Okay. So I'm sure he's got a lot to say about that.
Yeah. No, and I don't know if you heard me, but Raul was like, telling him, "Oh yeah, man, I'm slipping too." And I said, "Man, shut up! Quit trying to bond with them like you guys are fucking pitchers and bros and shit. You guys got your own little club together."
So speaking of Raul, he had a complete game.
Yeah, he did well.
Yeah. 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, only 3 earned runs.
Yeah.
It was a good game. Thunder beat the Braves 6-3. I don't think there was any bombs that game. No, there wasn't.
Thunder who? Beat the who?
The Braves.
Hmm.
And then the Redbirds shut out the Padres 6-0.
Wow.
Yeah. Though that surprises you?
I mean, I'm thinking about, I guess, the old Padres, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had Tim going. And then
Oh.
Conley. So
I mean, good. That's a good
that's a
combo,
good
right?
one, too. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's really a 1-1. Papa.
I mean, they had 3 pitchers. They combined for 9 strikeouts. So, no surprise there.
I don't think anybody likes that mound over there. So,
I mean, when I saw one of the guys, I think it was Chuck, when he's sitting there, he pulling the mat like back over the mound. It's like, when you look at that, that doesn't look like something you should be doing as a pitcher.
no, it's true. But here's the fucking thing, man. People complain about the mound, but then you see the motherfucker digging his foot in there, Like, you know what it should be? This is what I think. I think every asshole that fucking digs into the batter's box and digs into the pitcher's mound should be, after the game, should be fixing fucking both of those things.
Or we have like a penalty box where you put in cash.
Could be that.
Like, hey, here's the fund to go buy the clay.
Yeah, you
and the labor to fix that.
You either put it in the funds or you gotta fucking do it after the game, man.
Mound fund.
Yeah, mound fund or clay fund or whatever you want to call it. Because I'm watching the fucking guy just fucking, and I get it. Pitchers gotta dig in, batters gotta dig in, but motherfucker, that's why they put the fucking mat there. If none of us dug into the fucking ground, there wouldn't be a fucking problem.
Yeah.
And there is what it is we're just mimicking MLB, but we ain't got that MLB money in that kind of clay. So.
We get to the Pirates doubleheader game. Yeah, and they lost. They got shut out by JS Texas 9-0. And if you're thinking that's the JS Texas from HHL, you're thinking wrong because it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a solid team. A lot of those guys are on the, or maybe a handful. I've seen them on the Coastal Classic teams.
Yeah, no, he has a very good team.
Yeah.
Very
He
well
has a
put.
way. It's definitely put together.
He's very persuasive about how he gets these people on his team.
Definitely put together. So
I'm not sure what Jonathan says to these guys that persuades them to be a JS Texas, but they got nice jerseys, and they're winning team.
Yeah. They're still currently the only undefeated team. So then again, they've only played 4 games.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can foresee that going well into the season. I mean, they're a good team, so they're gonna go deep.
Yeah.
Speaking of going deep, some of those guys need to know where they're playing, because a few of them thought they had home runs, but they were just deep flyouts.
Oh, you talking about in North Christian?
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's a home field for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of them thought they got it, but that's a deep park. It's deceiving.
It freaking is, man.
Yeah.
Hey, here we go. Frank says, completely agree with you. You want to dig, you fix. I know from coaching the baseball and having my own field. Clay's expensive too. Time is consumed to fix it, but we're paying a bit to play there in these fields. They should be kept up. Yeah, I mean, to a certain point, I do agree with that. They should be kept up, but it's like we're not helping the situation. So, it's like, fuck, man. Like you got, like at Memorial, you'll see, what's his name? God dang it, Josh Booth.
Mm-hmm.
He's over there fixing the field all the time. So, I think that that's important, right? Like, hey, you don't play in the field, fix it. It's your home, fix it. So, but it just these motherfuckers just dig in, man.
It feels nice to stand there even.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, if you have to dig in that much, maybe you need new cleats.
Maybe,
You know,
maybe you need to go to Swing King and get your fucking swing right, man. That's what the fuck you need to do. Cause it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like you're, and here's the thing, you're digging in to fucking roll over and ground out. Like get the fuck out of here.
yeah.
If I see Jimmy dig in, I don't think I've ever seen Jimmy dig in, but maybe he does. I don't know. I don't know. But
I don't think he needs to support to
I don't think
supply
he
the
does
power,
either.
right?
No.
I mean, I can see Altuve, right? You see him go up there, he's digging in.
But his foot doesn't sink. Like it's just like I feel like he
I
just
know, right? He just gets a little lip to maybe push off and give him just enough to get
just
those home
that's
runs,
it,
right?
dude.
I don't know. So the last doubleheader is the Thunder versus the Hellcats. So wow, that's interesting. I know we talked about this. The Thunder, their doubleheaders are the Braves and the Hellcats.
Interesting. Very.
Is that like a, hey, well, welcome to the
Welcome to HBA.
welcome to the HBA. We're gonna help you out a little bit since it's your first it's your first season here.
Ah, damn, man.
But
See,
yeah,
Jimmy says he doesn't dig in, man. See,
if Jimmy doesn't dig in, then
No. Then there's no reason.
There's no need.
There's no need.
Well, they didn't take it easy on the Hellcats. They beat them 20-2.
God damn it, man.
Yeah, and I'm sure Jimmy went yard. He did. Reggie went yard.
Oh shit, no shit.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised there, Reggie.
Yeah,
It's been a while since we said Reggie's name go yard, But I'm glad he did.
but they had these stats can't be right.
What happened?
I don't know.
Jimmy
First of all,
Jimmy
Carlos.
went to 10 for 10.
Well, Carlos is in there twice. I don't know what's up with that.
One's probably the manager one.
Yeah,
right?
but they both have stats. One went 2 for 4. The other went 1 for 4. What the hell's that about?
What?
Are you telling me the Thunder struck out 12 times against the Hellcats?
Here's what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is Carlos is so good he's batting twice in the lineup.
Wow. Oh, see, now I know it's wrong. Jimmy went 4 for 4 with 4 RBIs. Wait a minute, Jimmy. You had a home run, a double, and a triple. That's what I see here.
Oh, you pussy! You couldn't even get a fucking
Well,
cycle.
no. If he went 4 for 4, that must have been a single.
No, it could have been another double.
No, because it would say 2 doubles, and it says 1 double, 1 triple, 1 home run.
Oh, he better have hit a fucking.
We need some clarification
We
on the
do,
stats.
man. Who's taking stats over
I don't
there?
know. It looks off.
It looks suspicious. Just say it
Yeah.
like that. It looks suspicious.
I'm not getting comments, so I don't know. You seen anything? Are they
He said 5 for 5.
5? Yeah, it says 4 for 4. So did you hit for the cycle?
I mean, because that's something to talk about, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not done hardly ever.
yeah. I would have fucking thought I heard that.
There's a chance.
See, like, we're starting the rumor now. I was like, we get for the cycle? Like, now because we asked the question, now it becomes a fact.
Well, when you look at the stats, one can only think that it's a cycle.
No, I feel like...
I
feel-
deduce that this is, if you go 4 for 4 and you're listed with a home run, you're listed with 1 home run, 1 triple, 1 double, then there's another hit there.
I feel like Jimmy just doesn't hit singles.
Yeah, I don't want to get stuck on this, but
2 singles, 1 double, a home run. I was a triple from a cycle.
look,
Oh, he said he was a triple. He said it was 2 double.
triple shy, yeah. But somebody, I don't know who's keeping a book, they have him listed as a triple.
Oh.
He has a triple.
Okay, well, you better...
So, Carlos, you better clean that shit up.
Hell yeah, man. We're going to put you in the suspect list.
Speaking of cycles and Carlos, damn him. Because I had a chance to hit for the cycle.
Oh, yeah. What a jerk.
And he intentionally walks me.
I would have been scared, too.
It's never going to happen again.
I know, right?
Never
You're
gonna
that
happen again.
close.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, that's enough of that.
What?
I'm reading wrong stats here.
You're reading lies. You're perpetuating lies.
Yeah. I mean, just compromise the integrity
Yeah.
of this show
Yeah.
and this league. How
Yeah.
dare you? Oh, man. Yeah, 2 more leagues to go, or divisions, rather. Okay, so...
Yeah, goal line will eat lunch, too, that motherfucker. You know what's funny? When Carlos went live, I'm like, and he was going live on Best Baseball Houston. I was like, dude, he must be banned on his own personal fucking page for going live. Oh man.
All right, looking ahead, what do we got? JS Texas and the Twins.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, yeah. Redbirds 45s. Cyclones and Rangers.
Well, that's gonna be a good one too.
Yeah, yeah. At Northland. A lot of good games at Northland.
Oh shit! I gotta put the fucking posters together. Fuck. Just made me think about that. Oh, it's only Tuesday. Not tomorrow.
It'll be here before you know
Yeah, I
it.
know. Because tomorrow I got a game. We got a game.
All right, Sunday League Intermediate. Aztecas beat the Hitmen 11-2.
Okay, cool.
Pitbulls lost to the Cucuys 9-7. Lumberjacks rolled over the Sicarios 20-1. Aliens beat Derek's 17-2.
Have you guys?
So Lumberjacks are undefeated. We lost. Aztecs lost the game.
Have you? So
But
you
next week, big game.
because you guys are playing the Lumberjacks,
Right. Aztecs
And your revenge is
Lumberjacks.
against the Cucuys, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. So, ought to be a good game. Didn't see any home runs. No. Intermediate check. The umpire. I'm going to go back to our Pirates game because we had an umpire that he.
That's Texas game, right?
Yes.
I kind of heard about that. I didn't even hear it, but I mean, I heard something, but not like the details.
This guy had a problem from the get-go. I've never seen him before. I don't know. We had two really good umpires during the Rangers game.
Yeah.
One of them, the home plate umpire, he left, and another guy showed up. He's already late, but he walks on the field like right at game time, and he's not dressed, and he just starts talking about rules. Like, hey, you're only going to get so much time between dugouts or trips, right, in between innings. I'm only going to allow you this, and we're going to make it a quick game and this and that. I'm like, wow. Come
Really?
in and start barking orders. And, boy, that's exactly what he did. He made it quick. Not only was he not a great umpire, but he did not finish the game. Like, who cares if it's a quick game? We got 2.5 hours, and he cut it like probably 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Last batter. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not sure what that was about, but he did not want to be there. That's for sure.
Well,
and a lot of guys will attest to that.
And since we don't know him, and and I think I did see him, right? He was an older gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I seen him. Well, fuck him.
Yeah. It was like it was about him from the get-go, which I found interesting. So I had to mention that.
Got you.
Yeah. Because some guys saw it, and I don't know. Hopefully, we don't see him again.
Yeah.
But I know, I'm not talking bad about umpires.
No, just that specific one.
Yeah. So don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he's not part of the family. He's not part of the club. Yeah, If we see him more often, then we'll forgive him. But right now, it's fuck him.
Rec League. Dre keeps rolling. Boy, he's just dominating. 24-5 Skeeters over the Streakers. Skeeters and the Streakers played a game.
That's a weird tongue twister there.
Yeah. A little perversion too, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Skeeter. Skeet.
Because it's Streakers, these guys are... Diablos 19-1 over the...
Oh, Todd said he knows him. He's a former football coach at Langham Creek.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
So he's tough. If you're a football coach, you got to be tough.
I guess. Are we reading him right, Todd, or we got him wrong? See if he comments on that. So go ahead.
So, he lost track of the outs. He lost track of the count multiple times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, if you're behind the plate, you should know those things.
Hey, why did Philip just creep in right now? Look at him. He snuck in he crept in like tiptoed into our room here.
He can sense some umpire commotion.
Yeah, he could. He heard. His spidey senses went
That's
out.
it,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, who's talking shit?
Something's tingling.
Who's talking papas about umpires? No, we're not talking about you, Philip. You know, you're cool with us, man. Oh, Todd said that he introduced himself to at the end of the game. Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, at least
Uh,
he got an introduction.
yeah, better than what we got over there, right?
Yeah.
Um, what do we got over there?
Hitters beat the Vaqueros 5-4. Vipers beat the Barons 12-4. Banditos beat the Bombers 4-2, and our boy Paul with the Gamblers beat the Jets 17-3.
Wait, wait.
Lots of games this
Who
weekend.
was Paul with again?
The Gamblers
Oh, okay.
manages the Gamblers.
He's got to call in one day, man. I want to see what it's about, right? Like, is
right?
is
Can
the
you
man?
relate to some of the decisions that were made when he was on our team?
Yes.
That's what we really need to know.
Yes, exactly. Oh man. Um,
And hardly any of the stats are posted, so I don't. There's
but I
no
want to
home
shout
runs.
out the Vipers, Lumberjacks. There's probably another team there, but there's like 3 or 4 teams, man, in that intermediate recreational, man, that do a really good social media job for their team. They'll talk about the game that they're gonna play. They talk about the results. Um, I think the Vipers do player of the game, and there's nice little graphics that they add to the thing, so it's kind of cool.
That's cool and all, but there's no stats here.
Yeah, no,
I think you got to start with that.
you know what's funny? As I'm saying this, I feel like Cody's gonna bring that back to fucking put the stats in there.
I mean, because that's where it counts, right?
Yes, it does. It does. It
Yeah.
does.
Because if you can't watch the game, you can look at it and decipher it from a box score.
Yeah,
Just my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah, there's. Maybe we need to do a class, right,
On how to.
on how to do the I score. Because once you get the hang of it, it's not bad.
It's not bad. So okay, so you
And it
get-
makes it interesting if you're hurt and you can't play and you're just super depressed, but you want to be at the game.
you talking about anybody specific, Cody?
Nah, whatever.
Let me so you've done the iPad and you've done the phone. Which one do you?
I mean, so I like the iPad, right? Because the battery's not going to die. The battery in my phone was dying. I had to charge it. But that's because we had a double header.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. It's probably okay.
Yeah.
But I like how you can see more. You can do more with the iPad. You
Yeah.
can still do that from your phone, but it takes a little longer.
A few more
Right.
clicks.
Yeah. And then when you're constantly getting nudes, that doesn't help either.
Yeah, right. Distracted.
You might miss a pitch here or there.
Get distracted.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's why
right.
the calls get off. Right?
he lost
Some of the
he lost
stats
count,
are
right?
off.
Like, hey, wait, what inning are we in? What's going on here?
Oh, home run!
Right.
Not that kind of home run.
Yeah. So that's everybody, right? We got everybody.
Yes. In other news around the league, whatever.
Probably last
around
thing.
the city, rather.
Probably last thing I want to talk about is I went to go see the very elusive, very talked about JS Texas versus the Hot Shots. They played at Mason 2 Park on Sunday. 13 innings. They just decided to say, hey, enough is enough, because the game really didn't count. Seeding was already there. It was hot. No point in going. Very un-American to end in a tie, but I do understand their logic, right? The Who sent you nudes? Todd wants to know. Todd, that's none of your business. It was a good game, man. You had PJ for the Hot Shots. You had Junior Morales. There was this young kid there. I don't remember his name. I don't know if there's any Hot Shots in here, but I forgot. There's a young kid there. JS Texas had Starks. They had Dalton Acosta, the samurai. Dalton started off, and it was kind of funny because when you go to these Liga Herrera games or any of those kind of games, Castillo, you go to these games, you there's a big fan base back there, right? And these guys are old school Hispanics, and they'll talk their shit, right? They'll talk their shit. and I get caught up in the moment, and I'll start talking shit too. Like they'll start shouting smash. Hey, they'll tell them, hey, kick him out, kick him out. Like when they start, kick him out, come on. I'm like, yeah, yeah. Even though I know, I'm like, yeah, kick him out, kick him out. So
I just like to get involved.
yeah, I just like to get involved, right? And so, but it was a good game, and I picked the wrong fucking day not to bring. I meant to bring my pocket radar because these guys were bringing the heat. I mean, so we had Castillo. That was on the hot shots, and then you had Starks, Acosta, Dalton, and then you had this U of H pitcher. Everybody said that he's a current U of H pitcher, and he was bringing it in. No home runs, a lot of strikeouts. They probably picked the wrong game to have one umpire. He was behind the mound. A lot of people don't like this umpire. I like him because he's very animated. He's very animated. Like I like. I'm not. I don't think he's the best. I don't think it's the worst. I just like that he's animated. Like he's just very into. I could tell that he likes umpire, and he controls the game. And just a very. I think he has a very strong attitude, and I like him. But there was a couple plays that I think were miscued. One of the controversial plays. It was 3-3. Ended up in a 3-3 tie. But a controversial play was I think there was a man on first and second. Ball was hit to third base. It was hit to Wilmy. Uh, Renee, catcher cartel. Renee goes, umpire was horrible. Look, man, I'm not saying that he was the best or the worst. I just like him because he's animated. I've seen him in different games, man. Oh yeah, Reed came in. Reed came in to finish the game for the hot shots. But anyways, so what ended up happening is they hit the ball to Wilmy. Wilmy throws it to second, right, for the double play. I know I was watching it, but I wasn't looking at the time. At the time, looking right over there. But after the replay that Zigo put up, the guy came through and got in the way of the throw. So it looked like what he did was when Wilmy caught it at third, he was right at the grass line, and it looked like the runner ran towards Wilmy. So when he made the throw, he had to throw around him, and when he threw around him, he threw it wide right. Cost him 2 runs.
2 runs.
Cost him 2 runs. At the time, it was controversial. We didn't know it was really true. Somebody fessed up and said, "Yeah, dude, the dude ran straight for the." The other team said, "Yeah, he did run straight through him," and the runner said, "He should have just threw at my chest." So that tells me right there that he did it on purpose. And is that getting an edge? Is that cheating? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. You know, I don't know if anybody wants to say what they want to say about that, but it's sort of like you get an edge in baseball. I don't know. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on that?
You're gonna have to recap that one more time.
So, the runner was running to third, okay, and he ran towards the third baseman, he was playing right. He was caught the ball right at the grass, real close to the grass. So he basically got in the way. Had he continued on his first path, he would have been behind the third baseman. But he veered to the left.
The runner?
Yes.
Okay. To distract him?
Yes, which he did because the ball flew wide right and scored 2 runs. So people were upset. People said, "Hey, he obstructed the throw." I don't know. They didn't call him out. They didn't say anything about that.
Well, I mean, there's a base path you have to stay in, right? You tell me.
But there is a, 2-3 feet, right?
Yeah.
So if you're close to that line and then you come over a foot, here's the thing. Even let's say I think it's 3 feet one way or the other.
Sure.
Right. If you come over 2 feet, but you still came over 2 feet,
right.
You still came towards it.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Is that competitive edge?
Did he make any moves, or he just veered? I mean, did he flail his arms, or
No, he just veered.
just veered? I don't know. Did it look pretty intentional?
After watching it, yes.
Yeah.
Not it looked super intentional, and based on the comment that his teammate made that said that, yeah, man, he said you should have just threw it at my chest, fucking next time. He said like, kind of like saying like fucking
Like-
he's fucked up. He should have threw it at me.
Yeah, yeah. It's like admitting what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. So
Well, some umpires might call that.
yeah, and it's
It-
hard because it's one umpire.
Right, exactly.
It's one
And
umpire.
you can have a discussion with yourself. No, you're probably just gonna let it roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so of course they argued and argued and argued, and
Yeah.
of course,
And that's where you can get away with stuff like that, right? In
Yeah.
those leagues, when you only got one umpire, right? So.
but you had the crowd behind me going, "Throw him out! It was an error on third base. It was an error on third base." It was funny as fuck to me. Not probably funny to him, but it was funny as
Yeah.
fuck to me. But so you had that play, right? So that made it interesting, and then you know it yeah. So here Carlos says he
Yeah,
was
we got
looking
an
towards
explanation.
second, yeah,
Oh, no, go ahead.
and the runner going towards third, yeah. So I mean, it was a difficult thing for him, to see all of the play playing out. Man, it was a lot going on. But another thing I want to shout out to, Renee Carter, catcher Cartel. He caught all 13 innings. So that I think the other team, I don't know if they used one catcher or they used two, but he was hard. The radar would have been popping that day if I took my radar gun. I'm disappointed because there was some hard throwing.
So when you go to these games and you're not playing, right?
Mm.
I imagine, and you're recording. I imagine you have a bag like full of audio, video stuff. I feel like your radar should just live there.
I agree,
Yeah.
but I put it together. That's the problem. Like I don't have a bag that just sits with all this stuff because I put it all away in my spots, and then I grab it and I put it together. So yes,
Okay.
like I messed up, and you're right. I probably should have. But the problem is that was the first last time I took my phone, my extra phone that I used to fly my drone with, to record this game. I'm like, hey, let me try it on the phone, see if it looks better. And actually, I had no connection issues. I had no overheating issues with the iPhone. Because that's what I would run into with the GoPro. And I was like, oh man, this might be a successful way.
Boom.
Actually, I gotta show it to you. It's right over there. But it bent. Not only I can understand a cracked screen, but it fucking bent.
So they were throwing hard.
Oh, dude, he fouled it off. Boom, hit it back. So, it's a.
And you scratched